What's going on, guys? It's Cats here and welcome back to F1 2018 Career Mode. I am actually going to finish this season for once, but yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to be racing for Sauber and our teammate is going to be Charles Leclerc, so let's just get right into it.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media, so be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
We will, Carl. Don't worry. Well, yeah, let's just look at this this contract here. Minimum qualifying position 18th, minimum race position 18th. That shouldn't be too hard. Second drive, of course. Finish 16th or better is the goal that we need to complete. Shouldn't be too hard as well. Wet weather for qualifying, full wet though. I don't know if I'm happy about that. But yeah, let's we have some resource points to spend, so let's make sure that there's there's a smaller chance of this failing, and then get a front downforce upgrade on the car. If I'm not remembering too badly, it should be there at Azerbaijan. So yeah, but here we are for qualifying. As you can see, full wet. I kind of have to save the car a few times here, as well as you can see like counter steer a little bit there because of the amount of oversteer you get in the wet. But yeah, the first lap we said is going to be P2 for the moment. It's a 138.7, and I'd say it's a pretty good lap. A little this is on our in lap here. I make a little mistake here. Get a little too wide, touch the grass just a tad bit, and then spin out of control, which destroys our front wing. But that's fine, we've plenty of time left. But as you can see here, we're going positive on the delta, and then I make a little mistake here, but that just ruins the delta completely. As you can see up in the top right hand corner, we go negative on the time, and just as I think that, oh, this is going to be a bad time, then suddenly in the final corner we do something good that sends the delta going in the positive direction. So we improve a little bit, but not enough to go higher up. So it ends up with us starting P13, having Charles Leclerc as our teammate 3 tenths behind us, P15. But yeah, of course the Williams are last. But yeah, let's get into this interview. Yeah, the weather wasn't that good.
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
I want to, yeah, because this car feels amazing on the track. That should make our chassis department a little bit happy.
Appreciate your time.
That could give us chassis upgrades a little cheaper than normal. But let's get into the race.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. Here's the track then, 16 corners, 6 to the left and 10 to the right. They make up the 3.3 miles around Albert Park Lake, with turn 1 and 3 providing the best opportunities to pass. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year, with the addition of new safety features, the return of France and Germany in an expanded 21-race calendar, and more tyre compounds than ever before. And of course, we have some big car manufacturers back in the sport too, with Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin returning as title sponsors for Sauber and Red Bull respectively. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2018 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. Great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here. I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 4th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the relative performance of McLaren and Toro Rosso, who have exchanged power unit suppliers this year. And given the additional restrictions on engine components, they need to be strong in terms of both performance and reliability.
Ready for the race now. Here we go, let's get the strategy done. I want to start on super softs and go on to ultras, because then we can do an overcut maybe, and we'll end up being on the faster tyre compared to the others, so that would be nice. Here we go, lights are counting, 5 red lights, and away we go for the first race of this F1 2018 career mode. We kind of block off Romain Grosjean there, not too good. Our teammate Charles Leclerc on the outside. I don't know why there was a little transition there, don't remember doing that, but Carlos Sainz gets past us there after we dive bomb him. Charles Leclerc behind us. We'll probably see if we can make an overtake down here. We brake way too late there, almost sending us into the rear of Carlos Sainz. Kind of have to counter steer the car there, and that makes me turn into Carlos Sainz. Not what I want to do, because that was not a nice thing to do, but Carlos Sainz gets us in the end. But can we get him back here? Looks like we are going to. Maybe not. He's getting us back here, and yeah, now Charles Leclerc's on our tail, but we do fend off from him. Still battling with Sainz. Gets past us yet again. Charles Leclerc, what can you do? Tries to overtake us here. Seems like he's going to succeed. Coming into this place here, kind of a little bit of contact there. Have to go off the track to get past him. That's fine. But here we go again. Next lap. Charles Leclerc tries to do the same thing again. This time it's a little bit better. We don't have to cut off the track that much. But he keeps on going. He attacks again in the next corner, and actually goes quite a bit through there. And he is past us. Nothing really I can do. I'm going to try to see if I can go up the inside of him. Not going to work there. But then yeah, the next lap with DRS. It looks like I'm going to get him here. I'm just trying to stick it around the outside. Can we do that? Yellow flags. Don't quite know what that was. Yeah, Romain Grosjean and Charles Leclerc battling now there, as you can see, 2 wide, side by side. And then that slows him down by quite a lot, which lets me catch up to the guys ahead. There's like a train of what, 4 or 5 cars. See if we can pull off any overtakes on them. This is the next lap. We were even closer now, inside DRS range of Carlos Sainz. Let's see what we can do here, if we can overtake him. Oh, Kevin Magnussen makes a mistake here. Let's see what that was here. Going side by side with Carlos Sainz down towards turn 1. Another Nico Hülkenberg, sorry. He locks up on both front wheels, sending him wide. That's us going past him there. Meanwhile, we can see if we can get past Carlos Sainz, maybe also Hülkenberg and Ocon. We stay with trying to overtake Sainz right now, side by side. Not too bad. Sticking around the outside. Can we complete that? Yes, we can. There we go. Ocon and Hülkenberg also going side by side. Let's see, Ocon gets a better run through there. Hülkenberg kind of makes a mistake there, locking up. I think it was him. We'll touch him, no damage, luckily. we get past him. Now a lot of people are pitting here, so that's us in P5 with Sebastian Vettel right behind us. And we have a DRS failure now. We can't use DRS no matter what because of a failure on the rear wing. As you could see there, Sebastian Vettel overtaking us very easily. He's in, according to the game, the fastest car on the grid. But yeah, a little dangerous here on the exit from Valtteri Bottas, but he has nowhere to go. I have nowhere to go either. So very close here. But now we're in for our stop. Of course, losing positions again. Not too bad of a stop. 2.8 seconds. Could have been faster, but not complaining though. We go down and rejoin the track in P12, right behind Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg. Roman Grosjean behind us. Not too close behind though. Going up the inside of Kevin Magnussen here. Can we stick it around the outside? Looks like we do. And yes, that's us past Kevin Magnussen. Here we go. What can we do to Nico Hülkenberg? Can we get past him? We have the DRS and the slipstream. Really want to get past. We also do, but I have all 4 wheels off track, so I felt like that wasn't okay. So therefore I'm going to let Nico Hülkenberg go past here. But I slow down way too much, which lets Kevin Magnussen also pass us. So we're going to have to try and battle back for that position. We do go a little bit fast around him, around his outside. But he gets us in the end with DRS, us still not having DRS. Pushes us a little bit there, really had to counter steer that. But here comes Roman Grosjean as well, past. Stays in front. Not really anything we can do there. DRS, slipstream, let's see what we can do if we can get him back. We do way too late on the brakes as well. So that's a huge mistake there. Roman Grosjean trying to get us back here, I'm not letting him. But yeah, lap 10. Can Roman Grosjean do something? He's catching up to us here on the main straight. Looks like he is getting past. Might not do. Sticking around the outside in turn 1. Turning into the inside for turn 2. Oh, and then going for an overtake on Kevin Magnussen, we hit the wing a little bit there. Now Roman Grosjean's coming up behind us here, pushing on very roughly there. Now the Haas is kind of touching each other there, making me have to slow down in a normally flat corner. But yeah, still have damage on the wing. Sad enough. Roman Grosjean wants to overtake us here. Can he do it? Still on the inside. He's still there. Still there. And then he goes up the inside. We deny him, but on the straight, we just not fast enough. He comes past us very easily there. We try to stick around the outside going onto the grass. Huge mistake. Letting Grosjean pass quite easily. But now Kimi Räikkönen is out of the race. Let's see what that was there on the onboard of Daniel Ricciardo. That's just an engine failure, smoke out of the back. But yeah, now I've overtaken Roman Grosjean, forgot to get that in, sorry. But here he comes, pushing us a little bit into the wall there. And then he just goes way too slowly, we hit him and he spins out, there's nothing really we can do. You know, look at this here, hit him in the back and then he just spins into the wall. That's his race over. But yeah, Sebastian Vettel ends up winning the race. First race of the season. Just like in real life. And here we come crossing the finish line in P11. Carlos Sainz doesn't get us for the line. So yeah. Here we have Sebastian Vettel on the podium. Lifting that winner's trophy. Valtteri Bottas in second place. And Daniel Ricciardo getting his first ever podium in Australia. He's never had a podium in Australia. He did have in 2014 where he got P2, but he got disqualified because of something illegal on his car. So yeah, that was that. We have P11, Charles Leclerc got P13. Didn't get any points for the team, but that's expected. I mean, we are in one of the slowest cars, so it's a good result, I'd say. But yeah, let's go into the constructor standings, see where we are. Red Bull are first due to Kimi retiring for Ferrari, so he didn't get any points. And we are last. that's not too good. But yeah, now we've earned enough money for a chassis upgrade. As you see there, it's a little bit cheaper than usual. That's because we set that thing to the media earlier. So yeah, then that should be for China and one for Azerbaijan. So we shall be looking forward to that. But yeah, that was it for this video. As you can see the P11, and I hope you enjoyed this. I really want to make sure that I'm going to complete this series, so I promise I'm going to do that. But yeah, goodbye.